Welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we're diving into a fascinating and controversial topic: demons. We'll explore some of the most powerful demons known from various sources. This list isn't organized by strength or rank, but is instead a collection of intriguing information drawn from books, the Bible, and different cultures. Our goal is to give you a broad understanding of these mysterious beings. If you're curious about these entities that have both fascinated and terrified humanity for centuries, make sure to watch the video until the end. Asmodius, often called one of the 7 princes of hell, is strongly associated with the sin of lust. He is usually depicted as a male demon with wings and 3 heads, one of a man, one of a bull, and one of a ram. While he is considered slightly less powerful than Lucifer, his origins differ depending on the source. In some traditions, Asmodius is seen as both a fallen angel and a forgotten king of Sodom. In this role, he is described as a slender, handsome, and majestic man who once led the people of Sodom to victory and safeguarded the city's treasures. Some theologians believe the destruction of Sodom was specifically meant to eliminate Asmodius, not just as punishment for the city's sins. In the deuterocanonical book of Tobit, Asmodius is mentioned as the demon responsible for Sarah's tragic fate. According to the story, Sarah was married 7 times, but each of her husbands died on their wedding night before the marriage could be consummated. This was believed to be due to Asmodius's curse. However, the young Tobias, guided by the angel Raphael, was encouraged to marry Sarah. With Raphael's help, Tobias was able to drive Asmodius out of the bridal chamber. From that moment on, Tobias and Sarah lived happily, and Asmodius's power over them was broken. Despite his connection to lust, Asmodius is also called the Keeper of Treasures. He is considered a dangerous and powerful demon who causes chaos and suffering in his quest for power. Dr. Storr, also known as the Grand Duke of Hell, is associated with the sins of lust, greed, and pride. He is described as a strikingly beautiful and slender man with 2 massive black angel wings. His most distinctive feature is the serpent he carries as a staff. Steer is often depicted riding a fierce wolf and wearing a floating crown, adding an almost fantastical aura to his appearance, like a character straight out of an epic RPG or fantasy novel. His role in demonology emphasizes his cunning, charm, and ability to manipulate others to achieve his goals. While not as well known as Asmodius, Star's reputation as a dangerous and proud figure makes him a key name in the underworld hierarchy. Steroth. In some stories, Steroth is portrayed as a black knight riding a scorpion, a terrifying figure of darkness and power. Steroth is a demon of the first hierarchy, known for using the power of seduction to trap his victims. He is also believed to grant knowledge and wisdom to those who follow him. Some legends even claim he has the ability to make men invisible, making him a figure of fascination and fear. Despite his association with sins and vices, Steroth is considered a powerful and dangerous demon, capable of causing great suffering and chaos in his relentless quest for power. He is often mentioned in both religious and occult texts as a force to be avoided at all costs. Azazel is known as the leader of the fallen angels, who were cast into hell for their forbidden relationships with mortals. These fallen angels, called the Nephilim, are often linked to ancient tales of rebellion against heaven. If you're curious to learn more about angels, check out our video on the different types of angels. A card will be linked above. Don't miss it. In some Christian traditions, Azazel is one of the fallen angels mentioned in the Bible who rebelled against God and was expelled from heaven. In other interpretations, he is viewed as a demon who tempts humans to commit sins. Azazel is said to have taught men the art of weapon-making and warfare. For women, he revealed secrets of the occult and alchemy, making him a key figure in spreading forbidden knowledge. Among the 7 deadly sins, Azazel is closely associated with wrath, making him one of the most temperamental demons in hell. His fiery temper and rebellious nature cement his place as a feared and influential figure in demonology. Behemoth is a legendary creature capable of transforming into any animal, but he is most often associated with an elephant or a lion. In many stories, Behemoth is described as wandering the desert in the form of a bull with 3 horns on his head. The behemoth is a symbol of brute strength and raw power. He is mentioned in the Bible and appears in various traditions and cultures worldwide. For instance, in Egyptian mythology, a similar creature is described as a hippopotamus of the Nile. In Sumerian mythology, Behemoth is one of the 7 judges of the underworld. This colossal being has intrigued people for generations, inspiring countless stories and legends. Behemoth is often depicted as a creature of massive proportions, capable of causing great destruction and chaos. Some interpretations describe Behemoth as a demonic figure representing temptation and lust. He is also seen as a force of nature, symbolizing the untamed and destructive power of the natural world. Elzebub, also known as the Lord of the Flies, is a prominent figure in Christian mythology and is often considered the prince of demons and the leader of hell. Rooted in Christian tradition, Elzebub is one of the main demons in the infernal hierarchy. He is one of the 7 princes of hell and is commonly depicted with fly wings or as a giant fly. Elzebub is associated with the sins of gluttony and lust, often tempting people to stray from the path of righteousness through his seductive tricks. Within hell, Elzebub is considered one of the most powerful and influential demons, often seen as Lucifer's right-hand man. In addition, he is linked to occult practices like necromancy and black magic, making him a figure of fear and fascination in both religious and occult circles. Bilis is a mysterious demon who is part of the demonic triad, along with Lucifer, Satan, and Leviathan. Because of his secretive nature, there is little detailed information about him. However, he is believed to constantly seek the souls of those who engage in sexual immorality and is strongly associated with the sin of lust. Bilis is often portrayed as a seducer, leading people away from virtue and into temptation. In some traditions, Bilis is referred to as Belial, a name that means wicked or worthless. Despite his elusive nature, his role as a corrupter and deceiver places him firmly among the ranks of powerful demons. Kamaris is one of the most well-known demons in demonological lore, mentioned in ancient grimoires that catalogue over 70 demonic entities. He is described as a formidable figure riding a black steed, commanding fear and respect wherever he goes. According to legend, Kamaris is one of the dukes of hell, ruling over regions in Africa. He is associated with occult knowledge and magic, often granting humans the ability to perform magical feats, uncover hidden treasures, or find lost items. Kamaris is said to have more than 20 legions of soldiers under his command, making him a force to be reckoned with. He also rules over African spirits, further solidifying his status as an influential and feared figure in the underworld. Interestingly, the name Kamaris, which appears in Baskin's Dictionary of Satanism, is thought to reference the ancient Sumerians, a warrior caste that once lived in darkness. His connection to these ancient traditions only adds to his mystique and power. Kamaris's connection to war and destruction further highlights his role as a demon who thrives on chaos. This reinforces his status as a dangerous and powerful figure in the world of evil spirits. Dambala is a divine figure from African traditions, especially prominent in voodoo and Kendamal religions. Often depicted as a snake or divine serpent, He is one of the main spirits, or loa, in these practices. In African culture, Dambala is both a deity and a spirit, revered as a sacred entity. However, the influence of European settlers altered this perception, leading to his portrayal as a demon in some stories. In this version, he is said to grant magical powers to followers in exchange for sacrifices and offerings. Dambala is often described as a slow-moving spirit, sneaking silently across the world but capable of sudden, swift actions when needed. Interestingly, the term zombie is thought to originate from the word Zambi, which is associated with Dambala. In popular culture, such as the movie Chucky the Killer Doll, Dambala is invoked, though inaccurately, to bring the doll to life. It's important to note that such portrayals are fictional and often distort the true nature of revered spirits like Dambala, who hold deep cultural significance in African traditions. Mormo is a lesser-known demon, but he is said to have many followers. If his name reminds you of Mormons, rest assured there is no connection to the religion. Mormo comes from ancient Greek mythology and was known as a punisher of disobedient children, acting almost like a sinister counterpart to Santa Claus. He is also associated with the figure of a vampire and is considered a very dangerous and powerful demon. According to legend, Mormo can shapeshift, appearing as a black dog or as a woman with bat wings. He is believed to have magical powers, including the ability to control minds and cause nightmares. Mormo is often linked to the Greek goddess Hecate, the deity of magic and the underworld. Some traditions also identify him as Gulo, the god of the undead in hell. His association with fear and dark magic cements his place as a powerful figure in demonology. Lucifer is a demon rooted in Christian tradition. Once one of the most powerful angels in heaven, he rebelled against God and was expelled from paradise. He is often associated with sin, temptation, and is considered the personification of evil. In the Bible, particularly in Isaiah 14:12, Lucifer is described as a fallen angel cast out of heaven for his rebellion. He became a symbol of pride, sin, and evil. In the New Testament, the devil and Satan are often presented as distinct figures from Lucifer, adding layers of complexity to his character. Lucifer is also known as the fallen angel and the bringer of light, a title that reflects his role before his fall. As one of the most powerful demons, he holds a significant place in the infernal hierarchy, often seen as the commander of hell and all evil spirits. Lucifer's story is vast and complex, far too deep to be fully explored in just a few minutes. Over the centuries, he has been interpreted in many ways. Some view him as a rebel fighting for freedom, while others see him as a purely evil being bent on destroying all that is good. Regardless of interpretation, it is undeniable that Lucifer is one of the most feared and powerful demons in Western tradition, embodying the eternal struggle between good and evil. Thank you for watching our video. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss our next videos. See you soon.